Guys, welcome back. Welcome. It's 2025 and we are back, ladies and gents. It's our V8 League for 2025 for SimHaus Racing, and you have joined us for round one of the V8 League, and we are super excited. One of the drivers, top drivers from last year, is joining me in the commentary box. Unable to join tonight, but he'll be back for round two. It's David Baker. How you going, buddy?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself? How are you, Shane?
I'm very well. Very excited to get into it tonight. We've got 16 drivers joining us for the opening round, hoping for some more later on. But things are heating up in practice session, and we are now in qualify session. So who's been the big performers in practice so far?
Craig Broadbent topped the practice seats with Daniel Opposano second. Blake was third, and Scott Flack was fourth. So
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to see what all the boys can do tonight.
Well, it looks like that's how it is in quali session. We will go live, but before we do that, David, we'll go to the schedule for this year if you're watching us for the first time, and it is a 13-round season this season, starting with tonight at Sydney Motorsport Park, then Melbourne Grand Prix, which we may have to move the date because I'm actually going and working at the real event. And then we've got Taupo again. Taupo is back. Hopefully we don't get the rain there. And what's after that, Dave?
Simmons Plains will be round 4 in May, and then we're going to Barbagallo for round 5 and Hidden Valley for round 6.
After that, Townsville. Love the Townsville circuit, the great street circuit up there as it heats up. So Hidden Valley, then Townsville, then Queensland Raceway, a new one back on the calendar this year, Dave. Looking forward to that one.
That will be really interesting. It's been away for a long time since the real boys have not raced there. So going back there this year will be very interesting to see what they can do. Plus our boys as well. So that would be a good round.
Yeah.
And then we've got Taylor Ben is the first Enduros. And then, of course, the big one, the Mountain Bathurst. Everyone loves that when we get up there.
Yeah, it's a popular one. Big fields supported up there as we're watching Daniel Opposano currently in P2 in the qualifier session. We'll wrap this up. Gold Coast, Sandown, second last round, which feel a bit weird, I think. It won't be a prequel to the Bathurst round this year, so quite strange there. And then straight into Adelaide, another favourite for the viewers and the drivers alike.
No, I think Sandown being the way it is this year is a bit weird, like you said. It's so different to always going to Sandown first and then heading to Bathurst for the Enduros. So that's going to be a little bit different this year, but I reckon the boys will have fun with that as well.
Yeah, so it's a new season and a new look for SimHaus. We've got new branding, so keep an eye out for that through the stream. Hopefully you can support us in the broadcast and hit that like and subscribe button there, hit the bell, make sure you get notified when exactly we are going live next. And we are live now with 2 minutes to go. It is Craig Broadbent, season 2023 champion, who's currently on pole in the Castrol Ford Mustang.
Oppo's currently running second. He's also a past champion as well, and he'll be looking to probably get that #1 back this year. Flacky, I think he'll be wanting to step his game up as well. He was really strong last year, so I'd like to see him get up there. James, Justin Bryce, he would probably want to get up there as well.
Yeah, up the top, it's quite tight. Blake Tilbrook, one of our new drivers, on screen now in the Optus Mustang for Walkinshaw Racing. He is showing a good, clean pair of heels. Let's see how he goes in the pack with the others. Because they haven't raced against each other, and he is ahead of Scott Flack, so he's definitely got some experience there, my guess. And our other newbie is Phil Whiteman in the Tradie Camaro, currently in the pit lane. Andrew Chalui back with us in the Shell car. Troy Jaslowski in the Cool Drive. Ross Licciardi joining practice, qualified right as it started, so he's rushed in, turned the sim on and jumped on track. Great to see him back. And Eric Chandra, our Indonesian's back with a new colour for HM Engineering. Beautiful looking car there. Always well-presented vehicles from HM Engineering.
Yes, they are definitely. Last year he had a pretty cool car with the black and yellow. So this year he stepped it up a little. Justin Bryce, he's in the same car as last year, the Service Australia's car. He'll be one to watch as well. I think he'll go pretty well.
James Spotto out there in P8 at the moment, flying the flag for Red Bull. And then we've got our teammates Rob Logan in the Bendix Matt Stone racing car and his teammate Neil Haynes for the Tyre Power Camaro in the pits as well. So there is only... Oh, checkered flag has just dropped. So let's see who's still out in track. We can see on the track locator, there is still a couple of guys out there. Broadbent just crossing the line to solidify his pole position with a 127.174. And where is Oppo? Is Oppo on a fly? Yes, he's got purple sector, David. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, he's definitely just made the first sector really quick with a 27.570. He is flying. So let's keep on Oppo and see how he goes for the second one.
Now this will determine either inside or outside lane. He's already P2 on the front row, but can he improve that by getting that inside line? It's going to be a great battle. Eastern Creek's always very slippery through turn 1, the bend. Always half a second down on sector 2. David, I don't think he's going to improve on that one.
Definitely pushing that car really hard as he can. He's giving it everything and driving it the wheels off it basically. So Oppo having a really good crack. Let's see what the lap is when he comes across the line.
Coming down the main straight now. Oh, he's backed it off just before the line. I could hear the engine. Oh, and if he didn't back it off, he may have made that, but it remains Broadbent. Opposano Collins still out there. Where is he? No, he's in pit lane now.
I'm very surprised that Craig Soddog's not up there at the moment. He's showing position 11 with a 129.533.
And he's sporting the new Fanta livery as well, which we'll highlight later on in the broadcast.
That car looks pretty good on track, that does.
We'll go to the qualify results now, David.
Yo. All right, so Craig Borgbrand takes out pole position for race 1. Daniel Opposano will start beside him. Matt Collins, second row. Blake, row 2. Flacky and Justin Bryce will be row 3. Braden and Eric will be row 4. James Spotto and Rob will be row 5.
Then in P11, it's Craig Stoddart in the Fanta livery for BS Motorsports. And then it's next to him will be Andrew Chilui. Row back, Phil Whiteman, our newbie, next to Troy Chislowski, our veteran. And we've got Neil Haynes, Ross Licciardi rounding out the top 16. All right, so we'll go to a commercial break, guys. Check with the drivers, making sure they are ready for the race. And we'll be back after these messages.
But what are we playing?
Ya lo sabéis, it's Halo Day.
Yeah, one sec.
He's playing football, isn't he?
这家伙, you know he fancies himself footballer.
Oh, whatever. Look, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me invincible. All right, let's get on Halo then.
Let's go.
Ready.
Dale.
You went back this time, right?
Chill, chaval. I won't ghost you this time.
I'm going hallway.
I got right.
Uno fuera.
Up, another one down. Lock in. Next kill wins it.
Where is he? No lo veo.
Aisha, do you hear that?
Quick on him, top left.
Bet. I'll push it. He's one shot.
Game over.
Got him.
Well played.
Same time tomorrow then.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Nos vemos.
All right, race 1, we are ready. Hope the drivers are too. First race of the season, David, very excited. We've got 16 drivers on the grid. Some are still in pit lane, waiting the grid up.
This will be very interesting. The boys and the nerves, I reckon, they're going to tighten their belts a little bit. But here we go. Race 1 about to go underway. Craig Broadbent got the jump over Oppo as they go down into the first corner. Let's see who gets through this. They all get through well. Good
Broadbent
job.
got the whole shot. Opposano around the outside, and here comes Matt Collins. Watching Matt Collins chasing in a turn 2. Can they all pull it up in time? Oh, Justin Bryce on the inside. Neil Haynes got stuck in pit lane there. But it's the top 3 racing away there. Opposano in the middle. Craig Broadbent out in front. Blake Tilbrook trying to catch back on the Matt Collins. Bit of a different strategy now. He's in the chase mode. Braden Pritchard. Oh, he's got Andrew Chalui there, who's received a penalty I saw on the start line.
This is really... Oh! There goes Wob in the background here. I don't know who took him out, but I seen a car go the wall. Oh, Andrew.
Looks like
Andrew.
Chalui. Just watching Haynes on the inside, Chalui on the outside, tried to come in. Didn't know that Rob Logan was there.
That will be her back on track now, but Craig Broadbent through the last corner is absolutely out in front enjoying this. Matt Collins is on the back of Oppo. So, yeah, this will be interesting to see what Matt does. He got a one down the main straight away. Pulls out a little. Tucks back in. So Daniel will stay in there in the second, Collins third. Blake is in fourth. But it's all Craig Broadbent out in front at the moment. He's definitely gaining 1.1 seconds out in front. Oppo defending. Oh, he got a little bit sideways then. But gained that. Matt still there in third. Blake coming up. I'm really impressed with Blake right now. He's actually sticking with these boys for a new person to the season this year, and he is really putting something good.
Yeah, I hope he really sticks it to them. These guys have been strong all for the last couple of years, racing together. It's good to get some new blood up there. Blake Tilbrook showing a great pair of heels at the moment. You could see at the start of the race he was going to take it easy, but then he saw these guys flying out the front, and he's gone chasing them down, and he's changed his strategy now. So let's see if he can hold that all the way to the end of the 25 laps.
Nah, he's really impressing me at the moment, keeping up with them. Ross Licciardi, he just almost ran wide then, kept it on the track. Oh, Troy's in the wall, yes. Yep, Troy sadly hit the wall. Oh, good pass down the inside of Andrew. Justin Bryce back there as well. He'd be one. Oh, I think Troy just got a tap in the butt there and hit the wall. Hopefully he can get back on track.
Well, Neil Haynes has made it out on track, and it was Braden Pritchard. Maybe a little love tap. But it's Ross Licciardi from the back of the grid is up into 10th place, chasing down Justin Bryce, who's fallen back from P5. And we've got Eric Chandra back up the front now. So this is Justin Bryce, P10 for Service Australia, chasing down Andrew Chalui in front in the Shell Helix car. Oh, Licciardi down the back, I can see.
I don't know what has happened to
Locking
Justin.
up into turn 2.
He was up there with the leaders, but yeah, Eric Chang back in P5, he's doing really well. He's got Flacky chasing him there in 6th, and James Spotto in 7th.
So we're back up with the leader, Craig Broadbent, coming down into the hairpin under the power line, gapping Matt Collins now, who is in P2, ahead of Opposano.
So he's definitely passed Oppo somewhere. Maybe Oppo's had a mistake and Mac's seen that and just gone and said, see you later. Because Mac's getting away from Oppo a little bit, but it's all Craig just absolutely out in front. He is controlling this race at the moment, like he did last year. Controlled the race and just set his pace. So let's see if he can keep it. Blake has fallen off a little bit into the clutches of Eric, and then you got Flacky and then James Spotto there.
Here comes Craig Stoddard down in the fancy livery. Then it's Chalui, Bryce, Pritchard, and that is Ross Licciardi just going wide with Troy Kozlowski following. And it'll be Rob Logan further back, Neil Haynes and Phil Whiteman
Phil-
retiring already.
I was about to say that. Phil has come into the pit and caught it thing, so he will probably get hopefully back in race 2 and do a little bit better. But Craig is just really nice and smooth right now, out in front in that Castrol Mustang.
Yes,
That's
Matt,
why he... Go on.
Matt Collins doing all he can, lapping in the 129.7s. But it's not quite as fast as Craig Broaddown out front with the 129.5s.
I can see that Daniel is slowly catching back up now, so he might have overdrove that car a little, but he's just got to settle down and keep going what he's doing. He's doing a good pace at the moment. Doesn't want to overdo those tyres, because if you drive these tyres a little bit too much, they will go away in the first couple of laps, and then you'll be struggling at the back, and you don't want to be doing that.
No, we've actually changed halfway through last year to change the tyre wear to normal rather than ×2. Oh, as Oppo just overcooking it on the exit, still getting used to that throttle and the power of the V8.
Not only that, these cars are definitely different to last year's cars as well. The 2023 cars were more sort of easy to drive through the season, but now with the 24 cars, everyone's got a level playing field, so it'll be interesting to see how the season goes.
Yes, everyone getting positive feedback from for the moderators who actually built the mod. Definite improvement on the 23 cars. So we'll see how they go through the season as they get used to the new car.
I just like the fact that a lot of the boys have gone into this year and made the liveries look so much better, and definitely this Fanta car right now is just, yeah, making me thirsty already, just looking at it on track, especially in the dark as well.
Yeah, beautiful orange here, and be great to see that Melbourne in the daylight.
Oh, I reckon when it gets to Melbourne, it will really pop well, especially with the blue on the bottom looking good there. I see Andrew back there chasing him. Nope, not Andrew.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is
it was
Andrew. And then Justin
And
Bryce.
Justin. So they're just taking it easy for the first couple of laps. It's basically just to get in a rhythm, see where your car's at, and work your way forward and let the race come to you, basically.
Now here's a battle brewing for P4. It's Chandra closing on Tilbrook, and there's Flacky waiting in the wings. Probably follow Chandra through.
Flacky will be watching this and thinking, watch these two boys just have a little battle to themselves, and then Flacky will pick the pieces like he did last year.
Oh, Tilbrook just locking up.
Blake got a little bit swirly there then. Oh, Eric gives him a little tap in the back to say, hi, I'm there. And that's brought Flacky closer now.
Yeah, Tilbrook tried to make up for it by getting on the gas earlier, but that just meant he spun the rears, and that brought Chandra up. And with that delay, Flacky is right under the back bumper of Eric Chandra with the tail lights glowing.
You don't want to be spinning these cars too much, because if you just that little tight and you'll step out and say see you later. They were doing that in practice. A lot of the boys were just pushing it a little too far, and the back end was in, but Flacky is definitely on Eric. Flacky goes out wide and comes back in. It's always good to go out wide and then come in and get a nice little one down that little part of the section, but Flacky is right there on Eric Chandra right now.
Oh, Flacky a lot stronger in that section. It's that long winding corner onto the main straight. Very important to get that right, and that increases your top speed down the straight. As we see them tucking the draft, Tilbrook sweating now.
Yeah, definitely the draft is one thing that you got to be with these cars if you're going to get that draft. Oh, Eric goes a little wide but brings it back in. Nice and good, keeps it on the racetrack. Blake will be just sitting there shredding a little, thinking that these two boys are the seasoned veterans. Oh, Eric one's wide. Flacky up the inside. Eric goes in, so does Flacky. They go too wide. Good
Flacky,
clean racing between these two.
It's going to keep Chandra on the inside line, which he won't like. Flacky's just going to stay relaxed out there because he knows he's got this left-hander. Let's see how it goes. Oh, he's had to yield and get in the right position. He didn't have the angle to get through the corners safely. and he's let Chandra go, he'll be coming back for another bite of the cherry later on.
Definitely, indeed. Flacky is just got to keep it nice and cool underneath the helmet right now. He's a seasoned veteran. So's Eric. They both know how to rule these cars. So Flacky will just settle down and have another crack at it.
Spotto out by himself in P7. Very nicely settled in there. Craig Stoddard in 8. That is the gap there. And that's Bryson Chilui who's got that one. Chilui's got a yield for that. Out they go.
Justin Bryce has got past him by the look and just settling down. Troy Jalowski, he's back in P11, running his own race and hopefully letting that come to him. He's doing pretty well. And Braden Picard back himself. I'm a bit disappointed to see Braden back so far. He's usually up the front with Oppo and that. So hopefully he might... Oh, a bit of a sprint casting around the corner there. That's not what you want to be doing with these tyres right now.
Oh,
and
Licciardi in the background.
Yeah, Wass has gone off.
And that'll bring Rob Logan through. And here comes Neil Haynes chasing as well. Licciardi still really practicing. Has got limited time, very busy at home in Melbourne. But we're thankful that he's jumped in and joined us tonight. As we'll go back to the front. Oh, he's just gone wide. He's cooking that front end. He's
first then.
Is he going to keep going or is he going to retire?
He looks like he's stuck in there. But we're back to Craig, and Craig is getting further and further out in front right now. That gap is now 2.3 seconds out in front to Matt Collins second. Oppo back there in third. Blake has just fallen off a little bit from these three boys.
I think he's actually catching there, Dave. Look at the gap.
Yeah,
like visually, it looks like they're all on that straight. So we've got Collins on screen, Oppo behind. And that's Tilbrook coming through, then Chandra, Flack.
So those six right now are pretty much the ones to watch, and then it's a bit back to James Spotto, or a long way back to James Spotto. But the racing right now is for the top six with these boys at the moment.
We've got a 3-car battle further back, and it's Stoddard, Bryce. Oh, look at this. Down the main straight now. Stoddard leading the pack.
How juicy does this look? Justin Bryce chasing Craig Stoddard, and Andrew's there as well. So this is a nice little three battle into turn one. You don't want to overdrive turn one of it, and here comes Andrew up the inside.
Hot, hot, hot. Bryce has got the switchback. Oh, but
wow,
he's been booked.
He's caught up to Craig Stoddard real quick. So Andrew's just got to play this nice and not overdrive those tyres. He was really a good person to watch last year as well. Really got up into the pointy end of the championship, and he's come a long way since starting with us a couple years ago. So he's doing well. Oh, Craig got a bit loose then, and Andrew's up on the side. Craig just moves over and let Andrew go then. No need to be banging wheels, just let them go. The gap's there. Andrew goes through to P8. Craig back to P9 and Justin in P10.
Nice tight battle there.
Justin's just come back on the back end of Craig a little, so I'm wondering if Craig's tyres is just starting to go a little bit at the moment. We're only 10 laps in.
Well, this is the interesting thing. This is where we are going to see. It's only 10 laps of 25, Dave. Like, is there a strategy coming into it now? Or are they just all going hell for leather, knowing that they're going to end up pit anyway? We are...
I think right now, they're just going for broke at the moment. They're trying to see how far they can push these cars and how far they can actually get them out of the tyre wear, because race 2 will be 35 laps, so it'll be a compulsory pit stop for these boys when they get to race 2. So I'm just wondering what their strategies are. It would be interesting to see what they do with the rest of these laps.
Well, we can definitely see Tilbrook on the back of Opposano now. Does he have a healthier set of tyres? Is he going to go to about lap 12, 13? If these guys are going to pit, that is the window we're going to see them coming in at. Oh, Oppo. Oh, my God.
Oppo really playing with that curve right now. He's... Oh, and Phil's got a one on the side. I think he might get him. No, he just tucks back in there. But Eric Changsa and Flacky are closing very tight as well. So the boys might just want to settle down a little because it'll become a 4-car battle very shortly. And Phil's getting, or Oppo's just really playing with that back a little too much right now.
So 4 cars, it's Oppo, Tilbrook, Chandra and Scott Flack staying in there in P6, Spotto 8 seconds further back.
Waslixidati has retired from the race as well, unfortunately. So hopefully he'll be back for race 2. And Phil's up the inside. Oppo gives him the room and lets him go through. And that's for Eric as well. So Oppo want to be careful that Eric doesn't find a way past as well because Flacky's coming too. Oppo just likes lifting that, lighting that back end up right now. He's really putting a soul on and lighting it up. But he doesn't really want to be doing that too much because his tyres, Oppo is still lining those up. If he keeps doing that, I reckon those tyres are going to go. But he's actually bringing Flacky and Eric Chang's are close right now.
Oh, Oppo really getting sloppy there on the outside, making too many mistakes, yielding yet another place. And my guess is Flacky's going to go up the inside. There he goes. Will he make it stick? Oppo going round the outside.
Yep,
Oppo really struggling.
No, Flacky's seen that and said, see you later, Oppo. So Oppo's gone back a bit. Oppo's just got to settle down a little bit now.
Do you think Oppo's going to jump into the pits for a set? He's got to do that, otherwise he's going to lose too much time. If he is going to pit, he must do it now. He's burnt those tyres out. Swing in for a set of tyres, not this lap.
He stays out. So he's playing something different to what everybody else is. Craig Sonog back there in 10th. He's fallen back a little. I'm a little surprised. He's usually up there as well. But he is in a Camaro this year. Last year he was in a Mustang. Troy Sazowski, he's gone back a bit.
Well, he's got Pritchard for company as well there.
Yep. Braden, I think he's just getting back into it. So, as we said, that Troy's gone off. Commentator's curse.
Happens all year, mate. Like, get used to it.
Yep, definitely indeed. So Troy will be really hot. Settle down, Troy. Just calm it down a bit, mate. He'll be a bit hot underneath the collar right now. He's just got to settle down and get that cool car back into with him.
All right, so we're back with Tilbrook in P3. Chasing Collins now. The gap only 1.9 seconds. Let's keep an eye on that one as we can see the leader going through, then Collins and Tilbrook.
This will be a good thing for him. He coming to the season and start strong like this right now for you guy that hasn't raced with us, and are you coming to the V8? I reckon he'd be really pleased if he can just stay where he is right now. He'd be happy to get back to his team and say, "There you go, boys. We've done something on the first night."
Now Tilbrook has been in the practice server for quite a while, so credit to him. He has worked very hard to be in this position and to be on the third step of the podium halfway through the first race. It's very impressive indeed. These guys, these seasoned guys, like you said, Opposano, multiple V8 League champion, is struggling back in P6 now.
Yeah, well, definitely indeed. Oppo and Eric and Flack, they're all season campaigns, and Craig as well. So to see you come up there, giving it to the boys that have been racing long enough, it is pretty good to see some new talent right now.
And it's good to see. My prediction is Flacky's up the back. Flacky is just staying there on purpose. He's not getting in these battles. He's not going to wear those tyres down any faster than he has to, because he wants to make it to the end of the race without pitting at all.
Nah, Flacky just lets the race come to him. He's nice and calm and cool, and he'll be just sitting back there thinking when's the best time to pounce and have a go. But right now, he's nice, calm, he's cool, collected. Doesn't need to get into too much strife at the moment. And same with Eric Changa as well. He's just gonna have to settle down a little bit back there and just think when's the best time to pounce. Oppo, he might want to come in soon. If not, it depends on how bad those tyres are. Flacky right now on the back of Eric, just coasting through there. We'll stick with this and see where he goes. Flacky's got a draft down the main straightaway right now. You pull about at least 6 gear by the time you get halfway, But yeah. Oh, Flacky's, Flacky tries about. Oh, he's having a go.
Right up the inside there. The door definitely shut right on the apex. Flacky definitely listen to the revs as he comes out of the corner. He's so buttery smooth on that accelerator. He's definitely conserving those tyres. He'll be there right at the end. You watch him jump some positions. As my prediction, Collins up in P2. Now he's been one to be very quick at the start, but he falls off due to the tyre wear. Now that gap is falling back to under a second now. So it was 1.9. That was my prediction.
Yeah,
Now
Blake is definitely catching. So Blake's doing something smart here right now and not driving those wheels off. You don't want to be driving the wheels too much, because if you drive them too much and you put too much pressure at the start, you gotta fall back with the race at the end. So Blake's just really coming to this well. I think Matt is driving a little harder with those tyres right now to try to keep up with Craig, but he's definitely falling back into the clutches of Blake at the moment. And so is Eric falling back with Flacky there. Flacky's getting closer every time.
So it's Collins going through, and man of the hour is Blake Tilbrook chasing down Collins. Oh, Chandra just going wide there.
I reckon with the last 3 laps, we're going to have a real dogfight here, because the 4 boys right now are getting even closer to the fact that Blake is just edging closer to the back of Collins' Elba's Camaro at the moment, and I think if he just plays it smart, he'll pass Collins. But then Collins can be a very hard person to pass sometimes as well. He likes to really have to make you fight for it. Oh, Flacky went wide there then. But these boys are really closing up. So this will be interesting with the last, what do we got? 6 or 7 laps to go still. So it'd be a very interesting to see. I think they're all on, doesn't say what tyre we got at the moment, but Craig's out in front just dominating.
We'll bring the tyres up on screen now. And there's a mixed bag here. Broadband out in front on softs. Now Tilbrook the first on the super soft. So my guess is he would be one that would be struggling out there. But it's those 3 together, all on super softs, and doing a great job looking after those tyres.
He definitely is right now. He has fallen back a little bit into the clutches of Eric. We've got 10 to go. So he might have made a little bit of a mistake, because Collins has just got away a little bit. That gap's back out to 7. So he... Oh,
7/10's down to 5. Here we go. Under braking. And this is the power of those tyres. It looks like Collins, in a straight line, he can get a good launch, but he's really looking after them under the brakes. So my guess is he's suffering at the fronts. So he's driving the fronts a lot. And, you know, turn 1, it's a sweeping, fast, high-speed left-hander. You really want to look after those and really be on the accelerator. Be patient on the accelerator. Don't put too much speed. Oh, up on 2 wheels.
He kept that. That was for sure going over then. He's just got to settle down. Eric changes up the inside, pushes him a little wide, but it keeps it. Flacky's going to be closing this. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, that's not what you want.
We can see that Chandler's very good at shutting the gate very quickly, and I don't know if he could have shut the gate. Look at him come across now, right in front of Tilbrook. Tilbrook had nowhere to go. What could he do? So unfortunately, it is a racing incident, and Tilbrook...
definitely come over then, and yeah, like you said, he had nothing to do then. So play on. Eric has fallen back into the clutches of Oppo. But that has definitely given Flacky P3, and Flacky will be licking his chops real bad with that, going, I've just played that nice and smart.
Yeah. Chandra's only lost a spot, but yeah, again, Flacky, Did exactly what we said, just played it patiently. At the start of the race, we said he'd be sitting back just watching things progress, and now watch him attack because he's going to go for Collins now. It's his time. He's got 8 laps to do it. That's still a long time. Not enough, I don't think, to warrant a pit stop. So these guys are really going to be pushing these tyres right to the end. 25 laps. Now, it's because this track's rubbered up as well, Dave, that the tyres are going to go a bit longer than normal. Hopefully the track stays rubbered up for race 2 because
Hopefully.
It's definitely a compulsory pit stop in race 2.
Flacky right now is getting really close, ever so close to Collins. Oh, Flacky's just gone a little wide. You don't want to be doing too much of that. But Flacky is definitely gaining on Collins. So I'm thinking Collins is now just starting to probably play it safe now, that knowing that Flacky's right there, but Flacky has really brought that gap down a lot. But Craig Broadbent, he's out in the thing, having a Sunday drive like no tomorrow.
Well, his last lap was a 1:31.7, and that is a full 0.3 faster than the guys behind. So he's still lapping faster than the guys behind them, who's chasing. Collins and Flack both on the one. Actually, Collins a 1:32, so he lost 2 seconds to the guys around him in that lap alone.
Down a lot closer too. He's really pouncing on Collins now.
Well, Flacky's definitely shown his colours and shown his intentions. There's no hiding it. Will he just sit here and wait for the right moment? Because Collins is a quality driver. He's gone back into championship go-kart racing, so that's tuned up his driving. In fact, he just competed at Eastern Creek, just around the corner from here.
Oh, wow.
So he's heavily back into the karting scene with his mate, Braden Pritchard, who has moved up into P10, by the way.
Oh, wow, Braden got back up there, so he's definitely in the Ken at the moment. He's saying that he can come back up, but this is the race right now for second. Collins and Flacky, 2 seasoned veterans, going hard, door-to-door racing. Eric Changner, Blake, Oppo just lighting those wheels up again. Oppo loves to light those wheels on that last corner. I reckon his tyres will be pretty saying, please stop lighting me up right now. But Flacky, having a look down the inside, Flacky's gonna get it nice and easy.
Very
Flacky
hot under the brakes there. On the inside, takes P2. Collins could not do anything, but it was good of him to let that position go and shrug his shoulders and say, look, I couldn't defend that. He came from a mile back, and Flacky's very good on his tyre conservation. And now he went from P6 now into P2.
I don't think he's going to catch Craig. Craig's like 3.5 seconds out in front, and Craig's just in a Sungay drive right now, just relaxed in that Castel Mustang, out in front, not having anyone fight him or anything. Good to see Troy hop out of the way. That's a good sportsmanship there to just let the cars through. You don't want to be getting in someone else's race at the moment. So good job to Troy. But now Collins has just sort of backed off a little. So I'd say he's just let Flacky go. Doesn't want to do anything too stupid now. He wants to finish on the podium, give Erebus a nice little bit of points going into race 2.
Yeah, he's qualified third and is currently in third. So if I can show the positions gained, I hope that's working. Yeah, Flack up 3 spots, Collins and Broadbent. Chandra up 4 spots. And Oppo down 4 as well.
Braden Pixard is dropped 3 spots, but he's now in P10. Craig Scottard, I think, was like, he's fallen really back to P9 as well. So I'm really surprised that he's definitely fallen back. Maybe they're all getting the rush out at the moment. They have had a long off season. We haven't really had much to do, but they have been doing a lot of the other seasons that Shane's been having throughout the year and last year as well. So the boys have sort of had stuff to keep their driving stuff and that going through. So I think the boys are happy to be back in the cars tonight and back racing for the first round.
Absolutely. And Scott Flack, look at that gap to the front there. In one lap, he's picked up a full second, and I think he's going to be picking up another second or two on this lap.
That gap is definitely coming down. It was out to 3, it's now 1.6. So Flacky maybe thinking, well, it's time to put the hammer down and see if we can catch Craig. Craig's might have just been sitting back a little bit. Flacky is on a charge with 5 to go.
Yeah, Broadbent out of the front can definitely dictate and determine his own strategy with no one around. He can afford to back off, save his tyres till the end of the race for any late attacks, and that's exactly what we're getting here, Baker. It's an attack for the lead with 4 laps to go.
I don't think Flacky wants to finish second this year. He was really determined to try to finish a lot of first this year, so I think he's going to be one that's going to really want to have a attack at this championship. And without Wayne Walker, unfortunately not in round 1, it really opens the doors up for a lot of the boys this year to get more race wins and have somebody else win races instead of just Wayne just coming and saying, hey boys, see you later, basically, and walking out in front. So I think Flacky's really got to knuckle down this year, and he is getting close to Craig Broadband right now.
Yeah, it is a shame we're missing Wayne Walker. He's a quality driver, a definite high level for the guys to be chasing. Very much untouchable last year, almost a clean sweep other than one race where he got caught up in an incident at Simmons Plains, I remember. And
not only that, he also sets the bar for all of us boys as well to chase him down and say, well, you know, he's dominated the Gus Series, he dominated this championship last year, like he said, apart from that one race that he got held up. But he is the bar sent to say, come catch me and take the number 1. So right now, I think a lot of the boys, without Wayne here, unfortunately not being here, I think the boys are really going to take advantage of it this season and might see some new race winners up there, hopefully, and not just one person. But Flacky's getting close right now on the back of that Castrol.
Oh, that is Neil Haynes being
Neil
shown
will
the
get
blue
out of the way.
flag.
Yep. And that brought Flacky closer right now, so Craig's really got to concentrate in that Castrol Mustang. But Flacky will be letting him know that he's there.
Absolutely, shining the headlights. I'm surprised he's not flashing them to Broadbent out in front. But look at this race ensuing.
Flacky's right in the nose saying, Craig, I'm there. Don't make a mistake. And these two, again, they're season campaigns and they really know how to race clean. I think they've ever not had a bad race between each other. They give each other much room. So this will be a good race to the end. And Flacky right now, I think he's just a little quicker than Craig right now. I think Craig's tyres is slowly started to settle, but Flacky's definitely there underneath that Castrol Mustang right now.
Over the bumps, coming onto the main straight. This is where it's going to happen. Flacky's just being patient, bringing that car around onto the gas early. Broadbent flying out of that exit, not going in the pits, just blocking that draft that Flack can gain. But watch him come through the turn. Flacky's strength will be in the tyre wear that he saved and kept and hasn't spent through the race up until now with 2 laps to go.
But watch Flacky, he's just going to go down the inside, stick it there. Oh, there's a little touch. But Flacky goes through. He gets the sack on Collins as well.
Look at the wheel work from Broadbent just to keep the car on the track.
But look how much Flacky's gained. He's just gone. He's gone past Craig down in that turn 2, and then Flacky's just opened a gap like no tomorrow. So I wonder if Craig's tyres has sort of now started to settle, but Flacky, he's just running away with 2 laps to go now. That gap is now almost 2 seconds almost. So Flacky's just got to slowly a sport team, but Flacky come a long way back in turn 2 then.
Yeah,
There was a little patch.
very patient in the mid part of the race. He could have got involved in that 4-car battle, but he was happy just to sit back there. And now got a 1.3 lead on Broadbent, who led pretty much 80% of this race already.
Wow. Look at the gap. Flacky's just now starting to go almost 1.6 already. So Flacky's just played it nice and well, played it smart. This will be good for Flacky. He'd be happy underneath that helmet right now with 2 to go. He'd be really happy to come out and possibly win the first race. If they could have, like, honestly, it could have been a crash back in that first one, but they played it nice and smart. Eric Chang's on the back of Collins as well, going the main straight. I say Eric will get the draft and probably get Collins in turn 2. He'll just, or maybe, no, just checks it. Collins closed the door. Eric will just cut back in and then, around the outside. You don't want to do that. Collins and Eric's going to go up the inside. Do not touch. Nice placement. Nice driving by the 2. Collins shut the door. Eric had to pull out of that real quick then. Well, that could have been nasty and it would have took both of them out. But Flacky's now out to 2.5 seconds already, so Flacky's gone. Eric's still going with this right now. Eric's on the back there. Collins is blocking like no tomorrow. Eric is trying to find every way past Collins, but he can't seem to get a gun as we go to the aerial stop. Eric goes out, comes back in. Collins just gets away that little bit. Eric Changza will just pace himself nice and gently. You don't want to push that throttle too hard or the back end's going to step out.
Collins doing everything to block the line. He's doing what he has to protect that position. Just half a car length, width, I should say, on the inside line. Not allowing Chandra to go out the outside. But what he's got to do is just fox Collins to go one way and switch hard on the other way. And it's going to be turn 2. We're going to see it, David. That's my prediction.
I'd say right now, the way Eric is just sort of come back in underneath the Elvis there, Camaro there. He's just got to come in, see Eric's gone out wide, and now look at the one that he gets coming back in. Right up on the back of Matt Collins. Collins goes to the one side. Eric's looking to go around the outside. Nah. Collins pushes him out again. So Collins is being smart.
This is great racing. That's great racing between the 2 of them. They knew exactly what they were going to do. Chandra tried to cover it off. Like I said, he was going to switch the other way, but Collins went nice and long into the corner, which meant Chandra had to go even longer around, and he just didn't have enough. They both got caught up with each other, and they've settled back in position. Oh, and that's Collins out by himself. That was...
Oh, no, that's a tank slapper.
That was a definite tank slapper. Can he hold it? Chandra's trying to hold on to the line now as well, as Flack is about to finish the race, but this battle going on as well.
Wow. Eric Changza played his thing. Colin got a little sideways, but Flacky coming off last corner. Well done to Scott Flack. That will be a nice way to open the season over for Flacky. He'll be happy underneath that helmet right now to give the team first win. Well done, Scott Flack. Craig Broadbent second. Eric Changza will come out of turn last corner and will be P3. Collins will finish definitely in P4 there. Good racing by the first 4 boys. Well done. Eric Changza P3. Collins 4th. Oppo will finish 5th. Blake has fallen back to 6th after a good start for race 1. James Spotto will finish in P7. And Pritchard. Where has Pritchard gone? He's fallen back to 11th.
Well,
Justin Bryant.
Spotto has been quite solid in the middle. A solid result for him. And looks like Justin Bryce getting it in front of, that's Haynes there being lapped. So Bryce in 8. Chalui coming down the main straight in a 9.
And here comes Craig Stoddard in P10. So that means Braden was in 10th. So he's fallen off somewhere that we haven't seen. Braden won't be so happy, but Craig Stoddard produces P10 and Braden Pritchard goes across the line, just gives us a slide.
In style. So that's Chalui 11. Haynes has already crossed. Logan already crossed. All right, so it's time for the results, Dave. We'll bring them up for you.
Yep. Just waiting for the results to come up of race 1 of the V8s. And it is Scott Flack from Craig Broadband, Eric Changza in P3, Matt Collins finishes in 4th, Daniel Opasano will finish 5th, Blake from after that awesome start at the start will finish in P6, James Spotto was 7th. Justin Bryce rounds out P8. Andrew P9. Craig Scott also saying P9. I'm thinking that might be a little bit of a mix up there, but we'll go to the second page.
P10 will be Braden Pritchard ahead of Neil Haynes, who missed the start line and had to start from pit row. So he's not done a too bad a job there, beating his teammate Rob Logan and Troy Jaslowski 14. Ross Licciardi we saw end up in the pits to be 15, and Phil Whiteman rounding out the top 16. Hopefully they can join us for round 2. Hope you can stay tuned for race 2, and we'll be back after these messages.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
Baba, what are we playing?
Ya lo sabéis, it's Halo Day.
Yeah, one sec, one sec.
He's playing football, isn't he?
这家伙, you know he fancies himself footballer.
Oh, whatever. Look, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me invincible. All right, let's get on Halo then.
Let's go.
Ready.
Dale.
You got my back this time, right?
Chill, chaval. I won't ghost you this time.
I'm going hallway.
I got right.
Uno fuera.
Up, another one down. Lock in. Next kill wins it.
Where is he? No lo veo.
Nisha, do you hear that?
Pick on him, top left.
I'll push it. He's one shot.
Game over.
Got him.
Well played.
Same time tomorrow then.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Nos vemos.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gent. It's race 2. We've got Phil Whiteman, who had technical issues, dropping out in first race, but now he's been promoted into pole. And then we've got some guys up the back here. Let's watch the front here now. Ross Licciardi getting a great start off the line. Oh, I can hear some cars, and that's Tilbrook and Oppo at the back. Not too sure who was involved there.
That's not what you want at the start of race 2. But, yeah, definitely the number 10 is out in front right now. Craig's up the 5th.
Big pop.
Flackie's already made some room up the back as well, so watch Flackie come through the outfield. And Craig Broadband and Oppo, so they're all there, 3 of them together. Oh, Justin gets a little taily. They just want to be smart right now, they don't want to do anything. Look at Andrew on the outside. Angie moving up well. Angie's actually done better than the 4 boys right now. He's bulked it from those 3.
Oh, we'll go back up the front. It's Rob Logan, Ross Licciardi. Rob Logan out in front has got the run on Licciardi and Whiteman. Where is Whiteman gone? We've missed Whiteman back into P9, making a mistake. Look at Logan go, and that's Braden Pritchard.
Eric Chang as well. He's come up the 3rd. Oh, Troy's just lost it.
Oh, big
and
pile up there.
oh no, Flackie and Andrew at the back by the looks of it has gone around. That's going to hurt Flackie. Oh, he's still at... Oh no, race 1 winner Flackie has not moved yet. So he's at the back of the field right now. Justin Bryce up the P9, Flackie back in 16. Oh,
It's all going on here. Rob Logan out in front. Pritchard. Chandra managed to escape all of that melee. It's in 3, and Licciardi holding well in 4. But he's got the bubbles of the... Oh, Spotto right up the inside. Look at that late break.
The last moment, and look, Collins is there as well. So Collins is moving up on the outside of Craig, but goes a little wide. Craig says no. So Collins will just chase back in. Collins, last minute. Oh, you always hold your breath down there. Whew. Collins just said, I'm going to keep that and go through. So Collins moves up. Craig back to seeing, Abe. Where are our leading boys right now? They're all at the back. So Oppo still in position 10. Craig Broadband in position 12. Flackie's moved to 15th now. He's got a lot of work to do from the back.
It is a long race, David, and they are battling their Broadband in the Castrol back there, weaving, trying to weave through. It's Whiteman up in P8. But we'll go back to the front, let these guys work it out and work through the field as Chalui down the back there trying to get back on track and get back up to the front as Whiteman just goes wide. Oh, just gets caught up in the concrete and then...
That's not what you want. I think you would have got someone.
We'll just watch.
Flackie sets the fastest lap, by the way, too. Scott Flack just did a 1:37.68. Wow, Flackie's got the quickest lap time at the moment. But Wash is out in front. Eric Changza, Pritchard covering Eric right now. The boys have just got to settle down and get into a rhythm. They don't want to be racing too hard. It's only early stages, and it's 35 laps for the second race of the VA Supercar Championship.
Strong rivals, strong rivals from 2024 season. Eric Chantra and Braden Pritchard together. Will we see fireworks between them? Spotto up into P4, keeping it up the front. Look at him go.
Doing it for Red Bull there too, so Red Bull will be happy with James Spotto right now. He's up there. As you said, Braden Pritchard and Eric Chang to last year's a lot of fireworks and a lot of tension between them two. So we'll be seeing if they can keep it nice and calm right now, but they're doing pretty well in second and third.
Back further, it looks like Matt Collins is chasing now There he is in the second of the Erebus cars. And then it's Ross Licciardi and teammates sandwiching the Fanta.
I'm amazed how far Collins has got up after that first lap. And you're definitely right. Craig's been sandwiched. Look for a gap then, but couldn't find it. Well, oh, someone's, we've had an accident. I don't know who it is. There's a yellow in sector 1. Oh, it's Eric Changer. Something tells me that Eric and Braden have come together.
Well, let's see if that's the case. We'll see if we can see a replay. Oh, okay. We just got the back of that one. That was Changer outbraking himself. Hits the back of Braden, and then it was Spotto that came in and finished the job.
We said there would be fireworks between them two, and they have been disappointed again. There's firework now, but Braden is closing in on Ross.
Rob Logan is only 8/10 in it. The closest battle is back into P7. We'll go there. That's where the action is. Look at this train. It's the two Bada Bing
cars, and then you've got Craig Broadbent in the Castrol Mustang, and Craig Soddard in the Fanta Camaro with Justin Bryce right up on the back of him. So this is going to be a fight between this little field. Oh! Who, I think Oppo just had a problem then and might have hit the brakes.
That was Licciardi. That was Craig just touching the back of Licciardi there.
That car does not look healthy right now. It just stopped in the middle, like it stopped in the middle of the corner and thing, but look at Flacky. He's up to 14, so he's come back from that mellow at the start.
And
Blake there as well.
Tilbrook in P11 should be up higher. Oh, let's see if he's adjusted his driving. There is a compulsory pit stop, and there's Scott Flack at the back. Oh, a lot of action here.
Dangerous. You don't want to be anything right now. Andrew just got to back out a little bit. Where's Flacky? Flacky behind Andrews. So this is going to be a... Oh, Ross is getting those wheels, I think. And Flacky goes up the inside of Andrews. Say thank you. So that's another place for Flacky up to 13.
Bit of a lock up there from Flacky going into that old dog leg. When I say old dog leg, the dog leg's not there anymore.
No, I think they've taken that out now and made that U part. Justin Bryce back in P9. And Flacky's moved up another one. So Ross has gone further. So that puts Flacky up to 12. Flacky slowly calling his way back. Justin Bryce on the back of Craig Scott right now in that Fanta Camaro.
Look at the battle. This is up the front. Rob Logan still out in front ahead of Braden Pritchard. And here comes James Spotto after that earlier incident. They are compressed up into the front of the lead. And it's Rob Logan leading the first 5 or so laps. Doing a great job. Oh, just a bit of a lock-up.
Oh,
Pritchard gone. Here comes
teammate
Matt Collins coming through with Chandra.
If Braden wouldn't have got out of that, he would have hit Wob, and that would have been game over, and it would have gave James Spotto the lead. So Braden pulled to the wide a little bit just to stay in contact. Good sportsmanship there by Braden. And as he said, Collins is not far behind his teammate now with Eric Chandler right behind Collins. There is a lot of places in a lot of racing around this track, but we've still got a lot of laps to go. They've also got that repulsive pit stop as well they've got to make with 4 tyres being changed. So, and I think there's no fuel being taken on either this season as well.
No, no fuel consumption. So they're right to hit the fuel until we get to the endurance part of the year, and that by then these guys will be all over the 2024 cars supplied by FVR Factor.
There's a lot of battles going through the field right now with the top 16. Flacky's moved up to P10. Justin P8, Craig 7, Oppo 6. But the battle right now is James Spotto right on the tail tank of Rob. Let's see where he goes if he puts it down the inside, or you can play it nice and smart. Opens the door. That is a dangerous move. They go side by side through turn 1. Who's going to have it into turn 2? I say Rob might, or James might bring it up. Rob closed the door. Nice play.
Great braking. Very hard to get these pulled up, but these two showed how professional and great they are as V8 drivers in the sim.
Especially going too wide through turn 1. James Spotto down the inside. Oh, no tucking. Clean racing again. Play on. Who's going to come out?
Oh, Rob Logan on the inside. Spotto trying to go around the outside. It is a 2-car race at the moment. Red Bull and Bendix.
They're not giving up. Wow.
Oh, bit of a tailie from Rob Logan. Spotto on the inside there.
Oh, no, that never needed to happen then. Oh, they were doing so well. And look who's in first and second.
Watch this corner. Spotto just went straight. There's nothing Rob could have done then. That was all on Spotto, unfortunately.
Look who's out in front right now. The two elders of Braden Pixard and Matt Collins. But Collins has got Changza right there and Oppo as well. So this is a 3-car battle for second.
And Broadbent is back there as well behind Rob Logan. 2 different lines. Changza swung to the outside. Just come back on the inside and we'll go on board with Oppo. Watch him go around the outside. Oh, he's going to let someone else on the inside there if they were close enough, but they're not. So it's fine. That is Collins, Chandra, Oppadasano.
This is some world-class racing, and it's only round 1 of the V8. We've got 12 more rounds to go after this, and the boys are really putting a show on. Eric Chang's are sideways in that back end. He's just got to settle that car down. Oppo back in there in P4. Craig Broadband on the inside. He's going to move up the position. Rob's not going to let it. Oh, they come the tucks. They just tucks. Don't do what happened before. Craig goes through. Position number 5 for Broadband.
Logan trying to get that position back, but it wasn't the right spot to do it.
Oppo on the inside of Chandler. Yes. Oppo and Chandler going side by side.
Chandra.
This is great racing right now. Remember,
this is awesome.
Chandler and Oppo have had a little come together in the past as well. So there's a lot of heated boys out there right now.
A lot of history too between these two, Collins and Chandra. But it's Braden Pritchard commanding that 1.5 second lead above his team, in front of his teammate Matt Collins.
Like say, Betty Kamenko right now in the pit area will be really biting her teeth, knowing that both her cars are 1 and 2. But Eric Chandler going the inside, a bit late. Oh, Collins comes back up there. Eric's gonna lose some. No, Eric just say so. Eric showed the goal and said, "Hey, Collins, I'm here. Get a move on." The boys are not backing down this year. They are really stepping it up, but Betty will be happy back in the pit area right now knowing that Elvis is 1 and 2.
Chandra just sliding around. Oppo wants a piece of the action. He's not holding back. There is a compulsory pit stop. Chandra up the inside. They bump, but he won't have the momentum. Collins is going to get the launch out of the corner. If he holds that position, he doesn't need to block. He just holds it round. Chandra's bumped him out. Oppo wants another position as well. He wants a part of that. Oh, and here comes Broadbent. There he is.
I hate to be the chief steward right now.
Oh, loving this racing. If you're loving it at home, definitely give it a like and subscribe.
Oppo on the outside of Collins. Collins sucks that door, so Oppo falls back to P4. Broadband in P5. Broadband's the one that's coming up here right now with all 4 of these boys just playing for keeps, but Craig Broadband and Flacky there as well. He's in position 9. We've got to keep an eye on Flacky. We're at lap 10 of this second race of the V8. Pick strategy will come in soon. Just depends on what lap the boys will start to come in. But right now, this is world-class supercar racing. Oppo up the inside of Collins. Collins leaves the door open. Oppo says, "See you later, Collins." Oppo up the third.
He's dropped the accelerator. They're touching on mid-corner. There's such great drivers there. These guys will be giving us a show for sure
Look at Craig Broadbent, but look at Craig. He's having a piece of this as well. So Collins just got to settle down. He doesn't want to overdrive those weird cars right now. And Craig's on the inside. Craig will go in position as well. So Collins left that open then. Collins has got to settle down. He's falling back a bit. He doesn't want to be falling back too far. They're all seasoned campaign drivers, they are, and they're just playing for keeps and putting a show on for us here at SimHaus. And it's only round number 1.
Braden Pritchard up the front now, still a second, holding that 1-4-1-3 second gap, as we've got Tilbrook and Licciardi DNFing out of the server. And we hope Tilbrook's okay. Maybe he's carrying some damage. There is 30% damage on these cars, and he did come together at the start of the race there. We'll have to review that after the race, but as we go to, it is Pritchard across the line, Chandra in P2.
Flacky's just come in on lap 11 in the background, by the way. So Flacky, the first car to peel into the pit. He will be trying to go under the undercut. Let's see what Flacky's got.
Very early for the undercut, but we saw what he did with those tyres in race 1. So So if he gets out of all this, he's got to get back out on track before these guys hit the start-finish line. He doesn't want to get a lap down.
Flacky's, I think he's coming out of pit now. So that will put Flacky back in position number 12. 8 seconds off the lead. So let's see what Flacky can do with these tyres. He's the first to pull in and go for the pit stop. Will it be smart? Look what happened in race 1. He played his game well and went past Craig and won the race. So let's see what happens with Scott Flack in the 46.
So Phil Whiteman there in P13, getting used to these cars. This is his first race with us. So he's getting used to it. But Rob Logan and James Sputter are back at it. Mid-pack, look at this side by side, down the back straight. He's got Collins right in front of him. Collins is, oh, Jesus.
Oh, they've come together again. That's not what you want.
That's commentator's curse again, I reckon.
Oh, that's
oh,
definitely...
big one with Opadasano as well.
Oh, we're going to have to see that. We cannot...
No, we want Oppo replay. Here we go.
Yeah, I say they were trying to catch the Braden then, and Braden checked up a little, and yeah, but look who's in second. Craig Broadbent, a former series champion, right on the tail tank of Braden Pritchard, and look who's back in third after all that. Matt Collins is back to third now. The boys just got to settle down into a ribbon. It's only 12 laps. We've still got a lot of racing. They've got to make that compulsory pit stop. Where's Flacky? He's back in 12. Right now.
This is the race for the lead. It is Braden Pritchard, Broadbent putting a lot of pressure on, which Braden hasn't had yet. Let's see if he cracks under the pressure. Broadbent, the 2023 champion for SimHaus in the V8 series, is currently in P2 with almost a race win in race 1, but he's looking to make things one better in race 2.
If you guys would like to get into this as well, please come and click on the description. More drivers that we get would be so much better, and come and have some good racing with a bunch of boys like this right now. Like I said, we've got 12 rounds left. We go to Melbourne in 3 weeks, I think it is. 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to get on join, please come and have a try anytime you want.
Just follow the links down in the description. Oh, Broadbent just locking up. Pritchard's going to keep that line nice and tight. Look at that. He won't let him in. And he doesn't need to either. So these guys having a great battle.
Just set the fastest lap of 29.206 for Scott Flack. He's on a mission right now, Flacky is. But he's still in P12 at the moment.
Well, I guess the track's rubbering up now, Dave, and it's time to get those new tyres on and maximise it.
The way this track is right now, it's absolutely really good. I think the Sydney weather today and the track right now is absolutely perfect for these cars. and the boys are really putting on a good show.
We'll go through the field now. Matt Collins in P3. Let's give him some airtime. James Spotto still up in the top 5 in P4, ahead of Rob Logan, doing a great job. Oh! Look at that drift through that corner.
What a power slide. They say FVR
Oh.
Supercars.
Let's watch this in slow motion. As he comes around, he's going to do it around this corner, I think. Here he goes. He goes wide. Oh, look at that. Slow-mo. What an amazing... He's still going round, right around the outside. That camber of the corners holding him in. The front end's turned far right as he could. Watch him come around this corner, and off he goes. Held it very nicely.
I'm amazing he even kept that. That is a power slide. Oh, Justin, Bryson, Oppo there look like they've had a little moment together as well. Where's Flacky? Flacky in P9. So Flacky is coming in that 46 car. Like you said, Shane, the rubber has really come down this racetrack right now.
So Braden out a second and a half gap on Broadbent. I don't know if Broadbent tried to get the lead, but something happened and he went back, or he balked or outbroke himself. But he's sitting back, and here comes Pritchard again. And Spotto, look at him go. The Red Bull right up there.
Not only that, Shane, Flacky's the only one that's pitted at the moment. No one else is coming for the pit yet. So this will be very interesting to see when the rest of the boys actually come in and take that compulsory pit stop. They only get one compulsory pit stop and they've got to change all 4 tyres. Craig Broadband is right on the back of Pritchard right now. No one's still coming, not the top 4 yet have not come in.
We've got Logan and Chandra. Look like they sweeped over to the pit lane entry, but it not to be. It's Logan just protecting and breaking that draft that Chandra maybe getting that advantage on into turn 1. A sweeping fast left-hander. Then it's a sprint down into turn 2.
Justin Bryce is not far back there as well. He's definitely keeping an eye on these two. Justin's going to go up the inside.
Oh, 2 together. Here we go. What's going to happen?
Nah, Justin just backs out of it a little. He's up to P6. Where is Rob?
Rob is there right in front of Brycey.
Oppo just sitting back there watching these two. Rob's just went a little wide. Justin on the... Oh, Justin lost the end then. That will cost him because Oppo's right there. Oppo will go around the outside and say, thank you very much, Justin.
Just manages to hold it, get in front of Brycey and relegating Brycey back into P8. And here comes Scott Flack in P9. Fastest lap of the race at 1:29.206. And he is lapping 5 seconds faster per lap than the guys in front. There he is. Watch the headlights. And there he is. Scott Flack in the Superflow entry.
My money's on him to be up the front by the time we get to lap 35. He's driving that car really well. And it's just the best that we've seen Flacky drive. He's not... here comes Craig.
Pritchard.
So we put that in. Craig was going to come in and change tyres. We've got 20 laps remaining in race 2 of the V8.
That's Phil Whiteman leaving pit lane as well now. Anyone else coming into the pit lane? No, it's not. It's just
Yes, we've got
Broadbent.
Justin Bryce and Oppo have come in as well. So that will move Flacky up to position 6. Craig goes.
Who's going to come out quicker with these two? Who got the better pit stop? It's Brycey.
Oh. Oppo will come just out in front of Bryce. So Oppo will sing, but Flacky's up to position 6. I did say that Flacky was going to be the one that would move further up. Now the boys have got fresh tyres, so it'll be interesting to see who's on what right now and where they're going with the tyre strategy. Andrew back in control. He's just nice and relaxed back there. He'll just play it nice and safe now, but Braden Pritchard, 1.3 out in front of Matt Collins. James Spotto third. Eric Chandler 4. So it's Elba's 1 and 2. Red Bull 3.
This is
James-
Spotto on the back of Collins now, putting all the sort of pressure on. Will the guys just jump in a pit lane to get away from this? They can't afford to stay like this. They're
Don't wanna
costing
be
them too much time.
Back and Eva.
Oh, Collins
in.
swings in. Last second, he could have taken out Spotto on the way through.
Elbers are not double stacking. That's interesting because you don't want to be double stacking your team cars because then it will lose a lot of momentum if you double stack and one has to sit there and wait. So good thing by Collins to come in.
So Matt Collins is coming in now for pits, and that's Rob Logan right behind. Let's see.
Phil has come back in again. So I'm guessing Phil has a problem tonight. He's still getting used to these cars. So hopefully he'll get better in round 2 and see him up there further.
And that's Oppo undercutting Collins. We saw that he was behind before the run of pit stops, and now he's in front of Collins. So Collins lost a spot because Justin Bryce is right behind Collins now, putting pressure on Chiloui further back.
A lot of time. So I wonder if he was holding the pit for a bit longer than what seemed, but Braden Pixard 1.1 seconds out in front. He got James Spotto in the Red Bull Ampol Racing in second. And also he got who else is
Chantra's behind there in P3.
So yeah, this is the race right now. Flacky's back and forth and he's about 5 seconds back. So I did say Flacky will be up there by the time we get to lap 18. So who's coming in?
That's Pritchard. Pritchard's in.
So Pritchard looking to do the undercut on these two.
Yes, but he's gonna have the overcut on the others behind him.
Yeah.
So the closest threat would be either Flacky at the moment. That's what we've got to look at as he's gone through turn 1.
Flacky or Collins may be the closest to him, or maybe Oppo. But
So
he's still in there.
Pritchard's still in the pit lane. He's suffering. That was a slow pit stop.
Craig Broadband just set the fastest lap with a
128.49. No, that was Flacky. Oh no,
Yeah,
Broadband. 128.493. Oh my God, smashed it time.
So James Spotto in the Red Bull Ampol Racing out in front with Eric Chandler in second. These two have had a little bit of history as well. There's a lot of people have had histories with each other, but the boys are racing very clean tonight.
It seems like we're mentioning Chandra every time we say
Definitely.
these two have got history. Chandra's always one of those drivers. But
He's
Chandra
always in the mix, putting his nose somewhere where it shouldn't be half the time.
Yeah, but it's he's been a strong driver in any class that we run. And if you are watching at home, make sure you follow the link because we will be running other series throughout the year. Aussie race cars, British touring cars, and maybe NASCARs.
James Spotto's
Stay
coming.
tuned. Spotto from the lead. Spotto
So that
into
leaves
pit
Eric
lane.
Chandler out in front. Flacky goes to second. Craig Broadband will be in position number 3 once Flacky goes past, yes, and Oppo's in 5th. So there goes Craig. They're sort of just spread out a little now over the racetrack with lap 19, so we've still got a long way to go. But Eric Chandler out in front in the red, yellow, and black Camaro.
For
That car-
HM Engineering.
That car looks really lovely. I gotta say, the boys have done an absolute awesome job with the liveries this year. A lot of different liveries on the cars. I think the boys have done really well in this and the real life as well. A lot of the real boys have got different liveries on the cars this year as well. So the boys have really stepped up a lot.
Yeah, we saw the Bada Bing team with their livery there. But the most refreshing, pardon the pun, livery has to be Craig Stoddard in the Fanta.
Back in 12, that is really shame. He's only come out of the pit, but Craig Stoddard not having a good night in the first round. He was in a Mustang last year, and he's gone to elect to drive the Camaro this year, and he's back in P12. So hopefully he can get back up for the second round. But Eric Chandler out in front, 3.4 seconds, and by the looks of it, Eric, nope, not coming in yet. So Eric stays out.
Oh, Brycey getting loose. Spotto coming back through the field after that pit stop was in 7. Oh, he's back in 7 now, but Haynes out in front. Will probably run wide, and that'll be Spotto up the inside. Oh, he just got it blocked.
Oh, you hold your breath at that corner with those 4 right now. But look who's there as well. Braden Pritchard behind Justin Bryson. Justin behind James Spotto. So this is a look at the draft down the main straightaway. Braden right on the back of Justin right now. Oh, and Braden goes through just like that. You usually going to see it pass on the turn 1.
Not that tight to the curb anyway. And that's Pritchard up into 7. Bryce just going to sit there. He's like, fine, mate. I'm not going to battle you. I've got to look after these tyres. I still got 15 whole laps to go on this set. Pritchard on about 1 or 2 lap younger tyres than Brycey.
The tyres are back to normal this year as well, so they're not on times 2. So the boys are really having to play with these cars this year and find different little things and see where they're strong and where they're not so strong. But right now, the racing tonight between race 1 and now has been pretty damn exciting to watch.
And it's not the end. We've still got 15 laps. This field's going to compress up all the way to the tip. Although Scott Flack with that early pit stop has guaranteed himself
Flacky's
pretty much a very healthy lead.
Really closing that gap. We have a yellow and Flacky's in the lead. So who's come in?
That'll
Eric
be Chandra into the
Eric
pits.
Chandler's come in. So let's see where Chandler comes out. Oh, Phil has retired. Oh no, wonder what happened there. Hopefully Phil will be back for round 2.
You mean Blake?
Oh,
Blake
sorry,
Tilbrook. Phil Whiteman's still out there in the tradie car. The number
Not bad.
20, we can see in P14.
But Blake's
But,
retired.
Yeah, unfortunately, Blake retired. Where's the battles out there now? Looks like Spotto and Chandra.
Yep. These
After
two,
the pit stop, Spotto's got the jump on Chandra. So,
these two renew their rivalry again.
and there's Pritchard right behind them as well. So what can Pritchard do? He does have older tyres. They are warmed up. Chandra's still trying to get his warm now.
Funny thing is, every time we say Eric Chandler, he's always somewhere next to a rival or one of his mates. And Justin Bryce there as well, behind Pritchard. So this is going to be interesting. Like you said, it's going to compact up the field very shortly, and we'll see who has the goods underneath their car to get to the end.
Only 14 laps to go till the end of race 2. It's a 2 race rounds for season 2025. We've lengthened the short sprint race because it wasn't quite long enough, and this race is not just over double the length. Sorry, just under double, I should say.
Well, Flacky right now is pushing that lead further. It's 2.3 now. So, but Craig's back there. He's not letting Flacky get away, and the Oppo's 12 seconds off the lead. So Craig is keeping with Flacky right now.
I'm going to put my 2 cents that Broadbent is actually going to be creeping on the back of Flacky before the end of the race, because we saw the Flacky pitted on lap 11. Lap 11. That was like 10 laps earlier than, well, not 10, about 8 laps earlier than the rest of the field. So Broadbent right behind. He's only got a 1.5 second deficit, but he's got 8 laps on those tyres. So towards the end of the race, it's really going to play out, because Opposano is 12 seconds back behind these two.
So are you saying that Craig might do what Flacky did in race 1 and take the lead from Flacky and run away with it?
Yep, it's going to be a role reversal.
We'll see how we go. Right now we're 22 laps in, and Craig is right there. Flacky's got to get past Troy Sazowski in the Cool Drive Mustangs. So Troy will see those blue flags, and he'll have to move over and let Flacky pass. If he doesn't, he'll get another flag saying move. If not, it'll be a black flag and drive through. So Flacky's just got to be smart about it right now, and Craig is slowly coming. So hopefully Troy moves over and let Flacky through. And Craig's there, and Craig will go through as well. Good sportsmanship by Troy. He's a hard racer. He always shows up every weekend and week out and has a good go at it.
Obviously enjoys it. He's actually a real life volunteer or flag marshal. Usually flies down to Bathurst and does the Bathurst weekends for the V8 Supercars and most of the Queensland rounds as well. So you may see him as a flag marshal at the Gold Coast 500 up there on Service Paradise. But tonight he's inside the car racing currently in P13.
Craig has just closed that gap even closer to Flacky right now. So, like you said, where we got James Spotto on the back of Colin.
Oh, that's Chandra as well.
And as well. So here we go again. The three of them locked together. And this is for position P4. Oh, you hold your breath when you just see these three together. They all give each other space, but they race hard and fierce. And that's what you got to do in the V8. You got to be mindful of who's around you and not be so aggressive. And just if you see someone coming and they up there already, don't try to be so aggressive with them. But these boys right now are putting an absolute crack of a show on, man. It's only round one of the V8s.
Down the main straight, look at him, Spotto tuck into the draft of Collins. Will he pull out in the middle? Yes, he does. Is he gone through? Oh, they've bumped. Had they gone off? No, they've held on.
Here comes Chang.
Oh, Chandra right around the outside. Oh, Spotto's broken early. Oh, it's all on. What's happening? Now, Chandra just saved Spotto then because the front end of Spotto. And if I go to Spotto, where is he? Spotto. There, we're going to watch a replay of this. Watch this from above. Okay, so it's...
on. We're back live. James Spotto back in position 6. But how about the three wide down that main straightaway to turn 2? That's something you don't see every day in supercar racing.
No, Matt Collins is loving this as well.
Yeah, definitely. The boys are really putting a show on tonight. And I hope you guys at home are enjoying this because we certainly are here in the commentary box. And Justin Bryce is on the back of Braden Pritchard too in the background there. So Braden got his hands a little bit filled with Justin.
The two Erebus cars have got a lot of heat in their rear vision mirror. For Pritchard, it's Jason Bryce.
They've got a lot of speed as well. And here comes Eric Chandler down the inside. Colin closes the door. Eric has to back out of it. But watch Eric Chandler.
He's going to fake the inside, go outside. No. Collins called his bluff and he stayed firm.
Collins closed the door.
Oh, Chandra's
look at Chandler on the back of that car right now. Eric is right there saying, knock, knock. Collins, I'm here. Eric is looking on the inside and Collins is just playing it nice and smart and closing the door saying, you're not going to get past me that easy. And that's bringing James Spotto as well. Collins one to wide. Eric up the inside. Eric up to position 4. Back to the bit of a go arch.
Bit of a smack from Spotto saying thank you very much.
This is world-class racing for the V8s and the boys are really putting a show on there, giving absolutely a lot of room, but they are racing clean. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to be seeing tip for tap and hit for one and sort of like a Will Brown and someone last year at Eastern Creek when Will got hit and then got taken almost out. So the boys are really being smart. We've got 10 to go.
Coming down the main straight, Eric Chandra in P4. Opposona we haven't talked much about because he's by himself out there in P3. The battle out front is still very close, so
Yeah,
Oppo is closing on the front too, but not by much. Half a second, I would say, over the last 5 laps. There's only 9 laps to go. He's got to do a lot.
Oppo's very quiet tonight, just sitting back there. Like I said, in race one, the boys are really rusty. They've not been in the cars at all. They've done a lot of practice over the week and that getting ready for this. So this is their first real hit out for the season, but the boys are doing really well. But that gap right now between Flacky and Craig has come down even more. It's now 4 seconds, I think it is. Not even that, or 4 tenths or something. By the looks of it, no, it's back to 3.
We've
So
also
Craig-
got Pritchard and Bryce further back, battling it out. Look at that. Still on the back tail of Pritchard is Justin Bryce from Byron in the Service Australia Dus Camaro.
Justin got his name on the back of that car as well, so you can see his name plastered all over the back there, just to let him know.
Oh, up the inside.
No, that's not what you want, and Braden Pritchard will go around. Justin tried to help him, and Braden kept it going.
Well, I think Justin stayed up for Pritchard, which probably didn't need to because we know Pritchard just cooked it.
Once that back end comes out, she's like a sprint car that just goes sideways and you can't bring it back.
So this is for the lead now, Flacky and Broadbent. Who's your money on? Put it down, $5 one way or the other. 50-50, could go any way.
You caught it right there. Craig is right there under the tail tank of Flacky. Shane said it back a couple of laps ago that Craig would be the one that would be right on the tail of Flacky holding P1 right now, but Craig Broadbent right there underneath that 46 Camaro. Craig gets a little sideways. Flacky goes wide. World-class racing between this. You got a Camaro and you got a Ford Mustang. Not only that, Toyota coming into the World Series next year as well, so that will be interesting. But right now, these two are going broke for broke. Flacky driving underneath the Cole Trickle 46 Camaro, and Craig Broadbent, former series champ, driving the Castrol Mustang for Tickford Racing. Flacky just nice and smooth on the brakes into turn 2. Craig goes back. So Craig comes up a little bit.
Couple of different lines there, Dave, as we saw. Flacky using the 2 Apex and Broadbent going for the single Apex.
Definitely
pretty much this.
Phil Brooks too there. So Phil will be getting a blue flag very soon. He's just a little bit up on the road, but the boys will see him shortly. The back mark, oh, he's just gone off. Oh, get some air time in the Gaby Reynolds Camaro one, ain't ya?
We love a bit of fireworks at the night event, and Phil Whiteman is there giving it to us, and here comes more fireworks as the leaders come round.
The cars look so good under lights at night at Sydney Motorsport Park.
Yeah. If you're going, make sure you have a shout out and let us know. Maybe have a meet-up out there at Sydney Motorsport Park if you're local to the area.
Craig Broadbent, nice and close, just keeping it Flacky on the thing, nice and wide, then back in. Same with Craig as well. So Craig will be watching what Flacky's doing. Flacky will be watching what Craig's doing. It's called playing mind games with each other. They are 2 world-class racers that know how to drive these cars, and they are absolutely going toe-to-toe with one of each other. They're punching out laps. Flacky's best lap is a 1:29.206. Broadbent's at 1:28.493. So there's nothing in it between these two boys right now. Phil gets out of the way and lets them both pass. That just opens the gap just a little bit for Craig to sort of bend it, but look at Craig. He comes through that corner and makes it back up. We're at lap 29 of 35.
6 laps to go.
And look at the thing that Craig got. He just come off that corner and absolutely caught back up to Flacky real quick. He's almost under that tail tank. He'd be putting his name on their Morse coding, Craig Broadbent, on the back of Scott Flack's Camaro.
Oh, locking up under brakes, trying to take that inside. That wasn't a move. If you're going to take that move, it's a high risk, low reward corner. He's got to...
Flacky be just thinking right now, I just got to get this done and win the first round, but Craig's not going to give in that easy. He isn't a series champ, a former series champ for nothing. He knows how to drive these cars. So does Flack. Flacky wants to get a round win, but Craig Broadband is not going to let Flacky have it easy. We've got 5 laps to go in race 2 of the V8s, round number 1 from Sydney Motorsport Park. Craig Broadband back through the turn 1, up to turn 2. Flacky nice and soft on the brakes. Craig doing the same thing as well. It's only not much in it. But Flacky just closing that thing. He got one hand on the round trophy. He'd like to have both hands, but it's 5 to go, and Craig was not going to let it get away that easy. Craig is driving the wheels of that car right now. Flacky's just sitting nice and calm and relaxed. This is the battle for the race league. You got Kamala, you got Ford Mustang. 2 different cars battling it out for the league in round 1 of the V8 Supercars from SimHaus.
Now, to let the viewers know at home, if Craig Broadbent does win this race, he will take out the round. On countback, it'll go back to who won the feature race, which is the second race of the round. And if that's the case, then Broadbent will put 2 hands on that trophy, as you say. But Flacky's got 1 hand on, and he's palming Broadbent off with the other one. But he's got to keep defending for another 5 laps. Does he just let him go and then try and overtake towards the end? I don't think he wants to do that.
I don't think Flacky will let Craig go. There's 5 remaining, and Flacky not going to let Craig just walk
Broadbent on the inside. That was open.
Wow, Craig Broadbent down the inside and says, see you later, Flacky's going to park. Craig's going to park it right in the middle of the corner. Craig did the smart thing and said, no way, Flacky, I'm just going to park it right here. You want the podium back, you go around the outside. Great racing by Craig Broadband. Just park it in that corner and said, see you later. Let's see what Flacky can do now that he's fallen back a bit. As Shane said earlier, Craig would be there, and it would be the reverse of race 1. The Broadband would pass Craig and probably run away, pass Flacky and probably run away with it. Let's see what happens.
I think Flacky's going to stay firm with Broadbent, although if you're the stronger guy right up the back tail of the guy in front, it usually means that you're going to stretch away with it, and you are the one bottlenecking the driver behind. But let's see, it could be that Flack now can refocus. Some drivers are not great out in front. They'd rather chase than defend, as I did hear Flacky on the radio saying, I prefer to chase.
Not only that, Craig Broadbank's has got to be really smart as well and not overcook these tyres, because if you make one mistake and Flacky's going to be right back there. So this will be an interesting final 4 laps. Oh, Phil just come off a little bit off the last corner, but Craig's just got to be nice and smart. Those brake lights are glowing in the Sydney night sky.
Operasono still in P3 with Chandra and Spotto 4-5. Further back, there's considerable gaps around there. We are watching the closest battle out on track, which is Craig Broadbent out in front. And as we're watching this, we'll go through the field just to see Operasono passing Phil Whiteman in P3.
Harry Chandler back there in P4.
And then Spotto.
Spotto P5. Matt Collins has fallen off. I thought Collins would have been up there. He's fallen back to 6. Justin Price behind him in 7th. Where is Braden Pritchard? He has fallen to position 8. So he's off the back of Justin as well. But Matt Collins sitting firmly there in P6. Elvis will be happy with that they're both inside the top 10. Betty will be nice and pleased with the 2 drivers. Then you got Andrew back in P9. He's done well tonight in that self-V-power Mustang. They'll be happy with that as well.
He may retain his P9 position or P7 from race 1. We will review the false start that he was given in race 1. So results tonight will be provisional, until we are able to review those points. Then it's Rob Logan in P10 from the front of the race is settled into the back of the top 10. So good job from him. He got some glory out the front for a few laps. But then Neil Haynes, his teammate, they've been together pretty much race 1 and now race 2.
Craig, there is Craig. He's back in P12. He'd be a little disappointed with tonight's result. He'll go back to the workshop with the team and have a look at Garda and see if they can find stuff for round 2. But that car, oh gee, that makes you want to just drink something right now, the way that car is.
I want to sip it down fast, mate. I want to just slurp that fan up.
You and me both.
Orange goodness.
He's back in P13, just moving over, let Phil go past. James Spotto. He's there as well. He's back in P5. So Troy's just moving over and letting the fast cars come past. Troy's been really good. He hasn't had the best night. That's all right. A lot of the boys will go back and look at data and see where they can put their car a little bit smarter for round 2. Being round 2 going to Melbourne, Albert Park in a couple of weeks to support the F1 and round 1 of the Formula 1 season kicking off there. So a lot of the boys will just look, but Craig Broadband out in front with 2 to go.
That looks like the elastic band has broken. That gap is widening. 1.7 seconds now into turn 2. Nice.
So I think Flacky's just going to sit back and say, look, he won race 1, he'll finish race 2, but Craig will take out the round if it stays the way it is. Oh, Flacky's gone off a little. You don't want to be doing that. It is now 2.2. Yeah, 2.1 is the gap. So Craig Broadband did what Flacky did in race 1. Passed Flacky and has taken off. So they can both say they've got 1 apiece now in the series. Flacky wins race 1 and looks like Craig will win race number 2 and make it 1-1. Going to Albert Park in a couple of weeks. This is going to be a red-hot championship. Craig Broadband down the back straightaway, almost to the last corner to come on back to the main straight. He's got 2.4 seconds in front. On the last corner, 1 lap remaining for the Castrol Mustang and Tippett Racing. The former series champ. Down the main straightaway for the last time, going into turn number 1. Final lap. He's just got to make it nice and calm and he will win race 2 of the Supercar Championship.
That gap now stretching out to 2.5 seconds. Craig Broadbent was calculated all from the get-go. Scott Flack did pit early from position 9. That's probably what cost him. He did have that earlier incident, lap 1 or 2, the opening laps, and that cost him dearly, as we can see. If only he didn't get caught up in there, he would have been well ahead of Craig Broadbent, the strongest of the rest of the field. Opposano reducing that gap down to P3, down to almost just 9 seconds there, 9.5 seconds.
Colin is 16 seconds back in position 6, but it is all Craig Broadband just coming through the last couple of the corners now. Braden Pritchard, position 9. Elbers will be happy that both cars are in the top 10, but here comes Craig through the last corner now to line it up on to the main straight. And Craig Broadbent puts the Castrol Mustang in the last corner and down the main straightaway. Come on, Sydney. Put your hands there together for Craig Broadbent. He'll take out race 2 of the round 1. And Tickford will be happy.
And that's a round win and lead for the Ford team ahead of the Camaro of Scott Flack. And here comes, this is for position as well. Right on the line, Opposano getting it just ahead of Chandra.
Eric Chandler finishes 4th. Right on the Oppo. James Spotter will finish 5th. Red Bull will be happy with James. He picks it in P5. Position shit. Oh, here we go. This is going to be interesting. Collington Justin Bryce, who will have it? Will Collins hold on? It looks like Collins, but Justin is close. Collins is going to cover. A drag race to the end. And Matt Collins will hold on for position 6. Well done, Matt Collins. Justin Bryce P7. Andrew will finish P8. And that will be Troy Zazowski and Braden Pixard for Erebus Motorsport will finish position 9.
That's ahead of Rob Logan there for position. It's funny, on the last lap we had like 3 battles coming across the line.
Braden just sends it across. So position 11 will go to Craig Stoddard in that Fanta Camaro. He'll be a little bit disappointed, but he'll be happy.
Everyone else is pleased to see that car out on track a lot longer. Beautiful livery. Congratulations to Craig presenting a beautiful car. Neil Haynes crossing the line in P12. Bill Whiteman out there as well. And he doing his donuts.
Donuts was. Well done to all the boys, but Craig Broadbent parks it in victory lane. And Flacky homing second. Sydney definitely lives up for round 1 of the VA Supercars. The boys have really had something to play tonight. Oh, we got Elvis going back there.
I think that'd be Collins. No, that was Pritchard.
And now Collins, but Betty will be happy with both Elvis cars inside the top 10. That's a good start to the championship for Elvis.
So this is the expression session from the Erebus boys.
Just light it up, boys. So all cars are now back in pit. Race 2 done and dusted. Round 1 over. Craig Broadbent take out round number 1.
So that brings us to the results. Baker.
Alright, so in position number 1 and taking out round 1 of the VA Supercars is Craig Broadbent. Second place will be Scott Flack. Third, Daniel Pisano. Fourth, Eric Chandler. Fifth will be James Spotto. P6 will be the Erebus of Matt Collins. Service Australia will be Justin Bryson P7, Andrew in P8, Braden Pritchard P9, and Rob in P10. Over to the second page.
Then Craig Stoddard, the Fana Fizz boy, finishes in P11 ahead of Neil Haynes. Phil Whiteman doing a great job on his opening race with us, ahead of Troy Jaslowski in P14. Then it was Blake Tilbrook showing a great pair of heels in race 1. Hope he comes back for round 2. And in P16, it is the Bada Bing Motorsports entrant of Ross Licciardi. So that finalises the racing for tonight there, Dave. Now we've got round 2. Tune in. Now, please check your guides closer to the race because we may have to bring this one forward, maybe March 10. Okay, so keep an eye. Hit the link down below. Get onto our Discord channel. You'll get all the updates there, and you get all the information how you can join in for round 2 at Melbourne. We look forward to seeing you there. You are welcome at any round throughout the year. It does not matter. Just come on board, join the fun. These guys have a great time and a good banter, and we hope to see you on track for round 2. So.
Definitely indeed. Please come and join us. After that tonight, you guys will have fun. A lot of people that enjoy just making a lot of friends and having a good racing, and like you've seen tonight here at Eastern Creek.
So next one will be Melbourne Grand Prix. Stay tuned for our other leagues that we will run. So again, our Discord link is in the description down below, and please support the channel as much as you can and join the community. Get on board. If you love R Factor, you should, and you should definitely join our leagues that will be running throughout 2025 season. So we hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you back. David Baker, I hope to see you on track in Melbourne. And thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the Kmart car back out there and put it to the boys. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks. But saying thank you for tonight. much enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun calling the V8 and trying something different. Disappointing that we weren't out there, but yeah, look forward to the next round if we can get out there.
Okay. All right, guys, that finishes the broadcast for tonight. Thank you for joining us for round one. We're excited to be back on track, and we hope to see you on the next one. Until then, it's good night.